Too many of us that can just go out there and hang out. But they knew, I mean, as far as police officers, but they knew if they stepped over that line with certain things, whether it's, you know, certain drugs and that sort of thing, then they already knew. All right, I know, man, you got to do your job. I had an incident one time, and so I fast forward because I was that way in that project that I had to fight a guy one time out there at night. And I wasn't even out there dealing with him. The call was a female that was pregnant. So I went out there with the ambulance, and so we were coming down, and I remember early in the day, a guy had burglarized the gas station, stole a bunch of liquor and beer and some other stuff. So the guy's standing right here, and I'm looking at him, I'm saying to myself, man, is that the same guy? I was like, nah, it can't be. But he's just standing there chilling. He's got his big old bag. Hey, man, what's going on? Man, what you got in that bag? Oh, nothing, I'm just moving some stuff. I said, what's in there? Well, long story short, we get into it. He's the guy. All this stolen stuff in there. We get on the ground. I dump him, just dump him. He's still getting up. He's fighting back. You know who helped me? The dope boys. Yeah. They're the ones that, I mean, I tell the story all the time. I'm not afraid to say it. They're the ones that helped me out.
Where you treated them?
Before the troops got there. So, Carter, we got you. And that's how.
And they would have did me and them the same way on Boulevard, same way.
I learned.
So I don't know if that answers your question.
No, it does.
Okay.
Actually,
I learned working through him. He trained me. And working Boulevard, when I got dumped over there, Boulevard, I don't know if y'all know, it was like the last standing project. Because Bedford Pines is really the projects, it's just a couple of blocks. And I learned to get to know the community. I knew all the homeless people. I knew all the Arabs at the gas station. I know all the dope boys. When I came on at 7, we used to sit right at the corner and talk about the game last night. But I knew everybody by name. And eventually, I made a beat book. Everybody will tell you, I still got it. I know everybody's name. I know everybody baby mama, which car they drive, what tattoo they got. So we had a working relationship. Is it a dope trap? Hell yeah. Do everybody over there damn near got dope? No. But it's a vast majority that do. And we had a coming to Jesus. Listen, bro. When me and Stack here from 7 to 3, when I go to Boulevard and Ralph McGill, I'm gonna need you to go around the corner somewhere. And when I go over there, we gonna play musical chairs all day. And when you decide that you don't want to abide by those rules, then I gotta do what I gotta do. That means you saying you want me to be the police. But then when real stuff really happens, I was able to go talk to people and say, hey, bro, what happened? Because they trust me enough to say, I can tell him this and he ain't going to put me out there like that. I had one of my supervisors tell me, he said, I ain't never seen somebody that can get the respect in the hood like you do. What was you doing over here? Talking to people. The homeless guy's the fly on the wall that don't nobody want around, but he's there 24 hours a day. There's a baby mama around here that know everybody's business. She talks too much. Right? There's a dope boy that's not violent. He just want to sell dope. He don't want to shoot nobody. Right? And once you get to talking to those people and you create these relationships, so now, 14 years later, the kid that was 14, he's 28 now.
That you saw in his mama's stomach when she
exactly.
was pregnant.
So now, when they see me now as a detective, we still, hey man, I remember that one time me and my baby girl got into it and you gave me a pass. Right. Well, guess what? I'm investigating this homicide right now, so I need some good information. You got me? And that's how, that's community policing. You know?
What are the programs that you all are willing to have a start for the young men who, because I don't think they hate them either. I think it's fear. And fear will cause us to hate when we don't know how to navigate our fear. It will cause us to hate. So what programs are you all willing to initiate for the young men that are in the community so that they won't feel, so they won't have to hate?
That's one thing. That's why we started this.
That's why we here.
That's why we started this again. Get the younger generation, the young adults, the ones that starting driving, the ones that's going to school, so we can fix
What
that.
about my boys that ain't going to school? Because everybody don't go to school.
We want them more than the ones that
Right.
go to school.
This is open. This is open to
This is for
whoever.
everybody.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, can I borrow you right quick, brother? Yeah.
Yeah, that look like.
I know. Why me?
know.
I ain't trying to
man,
disrespect. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just using you as an example. When as an officer to some, he looked just like everybody else.
Right.
You got me? This is his swag.
Right.
But to some, he fit the description. When you get a radio, who got a radio? It ain't got no camera in it. It's got a radio description. Black male, twisting his head, but all black on.
And he just came home.
He just came home from school.
And I'm mad
So
about
for some, he fits the description. Gangsters pretty much decide what is popular that we wear in our community, unfortunately. You got me? Like, I'm sure this show style, you don't necessarily may not want to look, he may not look like this later on, but right now, this is what's cool to him. When you look at the basketball game, all of them got the little puffy hair. You sit down, bro. I appreciate it.
Come here.
Bless his heart,
So
he was
look.
traumatized.
I love it. No. I just want to say this. Say if he got stopped and he was not the intended person to be stopped, and the police start grabbing him or something like that, tell me what you're supposed to do, young man.
Just say, I asked what I do wrong.
Okay, what else you gonna do? And he started grabbing, trying to put your hands on you, trying to put you in jail. What you supposed to do?
Nothing.
You supposed to do, you know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to do just like this here. Let it click you up because internal affairs is gonna handle it, or he's gonna handle it in the courtroom. Because if he tries to fight, he probably gonna be on the losing end of something that he wasn't even part of.
Or get your friend over there. You got a camera phone?
Yeah.
One of y'all got a phone?
Yeah, they
At a
Snapchat.
safe distance.
Film that.
Film it.
Film that. But all you do is do just like this here. Go click. And guess what? We're gonna fight. We're gonna win it in the court.
Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh.
See, that's what happened.
But that's how it
Now
goes
watch
down.
it. Now watch it.
Exactly.
You watch what they did. Guess what the police gonna do now? Now you gonna pull the tag. Or you gonna
yeah.
spray him. And guess what? All that's unnecessary. Unnecessary. We're gonna win it in the courtroom. We're gonna win in the internal affairs. And guess what? He ain't got no scars on him. He ain't got no bruises on him. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And guess what? We're winning some kind of way. But guess what? He's still in one piece. He's still alive. He's still breathing. You understand? That's what needs to be taught to people, to kids that don't do nothing. Because they're gonna start fighting and stuff like that. And then it's gonna go bad. Then the police gonna start acting crazy. And I want him to come home every day. Appreciate it, young man.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna tell a story that my fellow employees here always joke about it, but you know they always like twisting the story around. Me and my ex, who was just coming from the movies, and it was out in Clayton County, well Jonesboro.
Okay.
And we go.
Well, they for real, there's stuff about
I'm on my way home, dropping her off. You know, we had a good time, and the police pulled me over. I'm like, wow, police pulled me over. It's all good. I got my license, everything. He said, "Sir, can you get out the car?" I'm like, whoa, what I do wrong here?
Right.
And this a while ago. This back in like the latter part of the '90s. So I'm like, okay, I get out the car, and he bring me to the back, and then all of a sudden, a whole lot of cops just pull up. I'm like, wow. This gonna look bad on me. I got my new date here, and she's looking with all the cops. And the officer asked me to pull my shirt up. I was like, wow, this is really looking funky right here, man. You gonna pull my shirt up? So I pulled my shirt up, and actually he was looking for a tattoo. And the sergeant that came over, he said, well, I knew it wasn't you because you was too calm about the situation. I was scared, but I was calm about the situation, and then, you know, they let me go. So it was,
I've been scared too.
I mean,
Nah.
yeah, more than one.
See, let me ask you this here. So you really didn't want to comply, right? But you did it anyway.
I did it anyway.
Yeah. But why didn't you want to?
Because he didn't feel like he
I didn't feel like I did anything wrong.
Right.
But also here's the other thing, right?
It has to start at home because
Well, yeah,
we're
it
not
does.
teaching them that.
But
We're
also the
teaching them
thing
to
is-
hate. So when that situation happens,
Let me-
I'm
let me-
guilty or not. I'm not.
Let me say what I'm trying to
Man, I
get
ain't
to.
did shit.
Well, I wasn't gonna fight him because
Yeah,
you know he
yeah.
had a gun and all
Right,
that. So
yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna
But you're
fight
not
you.
complying because that's what you're supposed to do.
Well,
You're
sometimes
complying because you
people
don't want to
start
die.
it at home.
But a lot of times we don't want to comply because we don't look like a punk, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, especially if there's a bunch of folks around.
Like I said, I had my
Oh,
dated
man.
now. You know, we just been going out. So.
But we got to get past that.
Word
man.
has
I'm glad.
I got
Type of attitude.
one thing to say coming from a dude out the street out of Chicago. Words have too much power. If you comply with the police, that don't make you a punk. At the end of the day, what would you rather be? Would you rather be
There you go.
a punk or would you rather be a
dead
real
punk
dead
or a
nigga?
live-
Oh, he a real
a live
nigga, but
punk
he
or
dead,
a
man. They
dead
took Shawty out.
Exactly.
That don't make sense.
I will just, that's a good point that you brought up about guys not wanting to be shamed or they feel like their manhood has been taken away in front of their buddies or their girl. And I think a lot of times police officers, we're doing and saying the right things, but they don't want to lose face. I don't care what, and again, then what do you want us to do? I'm acting the way you want me to act. I'm treating you with respect and everything. Right quick, I had a situation, we worked end of the year, the total park. Yeah. For Morehouse and Clark and all those. No. They were there. They weren't the problem. But anyway, so at the end of the night, you know, we let everybody. They're all college students. I've been on too long. I'm at this stage now. Just sit back and kind of relax and chill. But at some point, they're all congregated in the street. Okay, man, it's time to go home. We let them come out and hang around and talk. So, I think one of the officers.
Second door for the lady. Second door. Second door on the left.
One of the officers blowing the whistle. You know, we got the lights. All right, guys, let's go. Gotta move on out the street. Group of guys. All right, standing there. I'm going, all right, guys, come on. We got to move on. I go up and just go, come on, guys. The guy, I saw him talking to somebody. Maybe he didn't hear us. All right, guys, come on. He said, man, get your fucking hands off me. I mean, whether he was drunk or not.
Oh, okay.
But, see, let me, I'm going to add this little part. If I had been a younger officer, that it could have went a whole lot different. But I started smiling. Man, come on, let's go home. Come on. So he walked over, stopped, just chilled out again. Come on, man. Start getting his friends. All right, let's go. I did it again. Come on, man. Come on now. Let's go on and go. Man, get your fucking hands off and hit me. Okay, well, now you got to go down. So I take him down real quick. Nothing abusive about it. Anything. It was so quick, nobody knew what happened.
I know, we was looking like, what the hell?
Took him over to the side, he's in handcuffs. And I said, you did all this for what? One of the first things out of his mouth was, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I just don't like y'all. I said, okay, you could have just left. Right. He said, you doing this because I was cursing you out. I said, dude, that happens all the time. It don't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I said, but you trying to show out in front of your friends. So to the young guys, you know, it's kind of pointed to them. I said, you trying to show out in front of your friends. All you had to do was leave. But we got to talking. You know, he's getting ready to take his final and all of this. I just assumed, I didn't know anything about the kid. He was a good kid. I didn't lock him up. But it could have went, my point is, that situation, man, it could have went to the extent where, I don't know, he could have been tased, sprayed, shot, hit. I mean, anything could have happened. Other people could have got involved. The other officers could have got involved. I did what you wanted me to do. So now, what is the police supposed to do? When it gets to that point, I still hadn't heard anybody tell me this. When it gets to that point, what are we to do? What y'all want us to do?
De-escalate.
Well, we're doing.
It's going to de-escalate.
We're doing all this.
You have a child.
Yeah.
And how many times are you going to tell him before you deal with your child?
Well, that's my child.
Right, but as an authority figure, whatever. Let's say, for example, you got a warrant, and I got to come get you about this barbershop, and I'm polite. Hey, excuse me, big man. Unfortunately, you got this warrant. I'm gonna need you to step outside. No, I ain't going. At what point do you think that the officer's just gonna say, "All right, man, you got it, brother. I'm out of here"? That's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And what ends up happening is either for myself, I may say, "Radio, start me another unit," and then as the group comes, and then it may escalate or it may not, or some may say, "Fuck that, I'm gonna take it myself." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, if it gets to a point where the whoever
is not in compliance, yes, then you take him. But most times, in most situations, officers get on the scene and escalate the situation.
How so?
Okay.
How you doing?
Okay. I came in, I was at home, and to come to my home, I first want to address the statement you made about the Trayvon Martin. And I got some people that's sitting here that I'm like, when is they gonna say the right things? Okay? First of all, I don't know what you are, a cop, investigator, or what, okay? But you are a person that we all need to be aware of. Because if your skin is that thin, that you would say that you have killed Trayvon Martin.
That's not what he said.
He said that